Hare Krishna, kids. Dandavat pranams. And hope you're all well. So I'm so sorry our timings are not matching, and I'm only able to connect according to US time 8:30 in the evening. So that's why I'm recording. So hopefully you can hear Krishna Katha before you sleep. Um, so today, like last week, we discussed how Nanda Maharaj met Vasudeva in uh, in Mathura, and after they had a small conversation, and Vasudeva told Nanda Maharaj that go back. A lot of disturbances are there. Kamsa Maharaj is like sending all the demons, and uh, there is so much. Struggle everywhere. So he was just worried about Krishna and Balram. So he told Nanda Maharaj to go to Gokul as soon as possible. So in the meantime, they're traveling back to um, to Vrindavan, to Gokul. And before they moved to Vrindavan, they stayed in a small Nandagaon Gokul there. So today we will discuss about chapter 6, how Kamsa sent Putana. She was the first witch actually who tried to come and kill Krishna. So, you know, okay, I think that, yeah. So, Hare Krishna. Um, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So this week we will talk about how Putana tried to come and kill not only Krishna, but she went to house where small babies were there, and she tried to kill them. So we'll just discuss the little brief, and we'll see a small animation video, and we will see how Srila Prabhupada. Before we discuss this, I wanted to show you how little bit about how Srila Prabhupada describes how to see Krishna. We should have this that craving, the craving to see Krishna. Then only we can see Krishna. It's like the perfect example is like we all have this. If you have a favorite cartoon or a favorite thing in your life, favorite person in your life, you want to see that person, right? And now I think as kids growing up, your mother, father is like you're very close to them, or your siblings, or your best friend. You want to always to be with them. You always want to play with them. You always want to talk to them. But we forget that our real friend is Krishna. Today actually is Friendship Day. Our real friend is sitting in our heart. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he's 8 inches. He's 8 inches in the size of a thumb, almost like sitting in our heart as Paramatma. So he's waiting for us to look towards him so that he can talk to us. He's always talking to us. It's just that we cannot hear him because there's so much noise. So we'll just hear this few minutes what Srila Prabhupada says on how we can develop that attraction to see the Lord, and then we'll just have a little discussion about the pastime of Putana.
Krishna does not appear or disappear. Krishna is always present. But we see at a certain period. Just like the sun. Sun is always in the sky. But when it is daytime, we see. At night time, we cannot see. At night time, because we cannot see, it does not mean there is no sun. It is our imperfectness of eyes we cannot see. Similarly, Krishna is always present. One who has got eyes, he can see. Where are the circumstances favorable, he can see. Krishna is always. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayesu vilokayana. Dhyanavastita tadgatena manasa pasyanti jana yogi. So Krishna can be seen always if we have got eyes to see. That eyes, how can we transfer? Premanjana churita. When it is smeared with the ointment of love, then with his eyes you can see Krishna. Krishna is always there. Ishara sarvutana viddesha arjuna tishtati. He is a present everywhere. Annantarastham paramanu chayantarastham. Krishna is not absent. Krishna is always there. We haven't got eyes to see. So we have to prepare the eyes. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tatparastena nirmalam. When you make your eyes nirmal, when you give up all these titular designations, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am American, I am Indian, I am black, I am white. These are all designations. When you become Brahma Bhuta, Prasanna, I have nothing of this. I am eternal servant of Krishna. When you come to this consciousness, Krishna is always there. A devotee is saying factual Krishna, and non-devotee is saying a back door. Yes. Krishna is here. Why they say, where is your Krishna? Here is Krishna, just like Hiranyakasipu challenged Prahlad Maharaj. Where is your Krishna? All right, let me kill you, let your God come and protect you. So the atheist class, they say like that. But one who has got training in Krishna consciousness, he has got eyes to see Krishna always. If there is not Krishna, then all the acharyas, they install deity in so many millions of temples. They are all fools and rascals. They ask us to worship some stone and wood. No, Krishna is there, but we haven't got eyes to see. There is difference. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he saw Jagannath at Puri, Jagannath immediately fainted. Here is my Lord, fainted. So we have to create that eyes to see Krishna. That will be done gradually. Sevan mukhihi jivado sayameva spurtada. We cannot see Krishna. We cannot command Krishna, please come here, I will see you. No. He will reveal himself, being satisfied with your service. Here I am. You see me now. So we have to wait for that revelation, not by force. Force will not act. Krishna is not our order supplier, servant. Krishna, please come here, I will see. No, that is not good. He must be submissive, first of all surrender, he follow the rules and regulations, be made after Krishna, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Govinda Virahena. Sunnayate jagat sarvam Govinda Virahena. Sunnayitam jagat sarvam. Everything is vacant, because I cannot see Govinda. Just like if one's beloved son dies, he sees everything vacant. He no more sees that cars are running on the street or people are running. No, he sees everything vacant. Why? Due to love. Similarly, when we come to that position, we shall see everything vacant without Krishna. Then that is the proper position to see Krishna. Sunnaitam jagat sarvam Govinda Virahena. Lord Chaitanya says that I am not a devotee of Krishna. That's why you are crying always for Krishna. That is simply to show, make a show that I am a great devotee of Krishna. Then, now, how we can understand that you are not? We know No, because I am still living without Krishna. That means I have no love for Krishna. I should have died long, long ago. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. So this much ecstasy, this much eagerness, when we come, then you can see always. Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vila Santa Sadaiva, 24 hours, he can see Krishna. He cannot see anything but Krishna. Just like the sunrise, as soon as the sun rises, you start your aeroplane and you go on the towards the western side, you will find always day, the practical. There will be no sunset. We have seen it while coming from Paris to London. Was it not? There was no sunset. We started from Paris at 12 o'clock and we reached London at 3 o'clock. Los Angeles, yes. Los Angeles at 3 o'clock. It actually took till 11 hours, but it appeared 3 hours. But there was no sunset. Actually, so many hours have been passed. So this is a technique. So similarly, if you keep always yourself in Krishna consciousness, Krishna will not go away from your sight.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So Hare Krishna, Sita. So yeah, we were just discussing the pastime of Putana, but before we discuss, I wanted to share about our eagerness to see Krishna. Even though Kamsa was always thinking of Krishna because he heard that eighth son of Devaki is going to die, is going to kill him. He was always thinking of Krishna, but in the mood of enviness or like anger or scared. So, even then, when he was killed by Krishna, he went back to spiritual world because Krishna is so pure. Anyone get in touch with Krishna will be already pure. But just imagine the gopis and the gopas, the Vrajavasis, the Dwarkavasis, Mathuravasis, who always thought of Krishna, always every moment to moment, who actually saw him, what is their position, And so we'll slowly see how even though Putana came in the form of a mother and tried to be a nurse for Krishna, tried to kill him, still she got the position of a nurse in spiritual world. So just imagine Yashoda Mata and other Nanda Baba and other people who loved Krishna. What is their position, in spiritual world? They'll always be serving Krishna and happiness. It's like Krishna cannot live without devotees, and devotees cannot live without Krishna. It's like constant competition. It's like constant, so much love. When we experience love for Krishna, we cannot live without him, and that's only because we're only be able to understand this only through our disciplic succession, and through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and through Srila Prabhupada, through all our acharyas. So we're always going to be in debt to them, and so we should be always eager to know about Krishna. And when we read Krishna book every day before we sleep, we can always think of Krishna, and always have that, Krishna is always with us no matter what. So this is just a brief. We'll go the how Putana came, and so this is like a little bit of the background I wanted to talk about. How like back in the day, many even sometimes even now, a lot of people have this black magic. So these powers, even any living entity if they desire, they can get only with the ability of God. If Krishna wants to give them, he can give them, because if that person desires to get so many yogic powers, wants to do something, Krishna is so merciful, he gives to them, but the ability is only coming through Krishna. But they're using it against Krishna. They're trying to kill others, trying to kill other people. But a pure devotee, well, he doesn't want any powers. He always thinks he's a servant of God, and he always wants to protect everyone, always thinks good for everyone. So Kamsa instructed a witch named Putana, who knew the black art of killing small children by sinful methods. So this is a very so he sent so Putana, like she entered Gokula, without any permission, where she was looking so beautiful. We'll look into the um uh we will look now a small video about how Putana came and tried to who was tried to be killed. So one thing we can learn is that slowly you will know how Putana comes, and she tries to come in a beautiful lady and like a motherly form. So no one would try to could not even imagine that she would come and do such a horrible thing. So we need to understand that the difference between the spiritual world and the material world. In the spiritual world, we're all like a family. There's no um uh because we're not in the bodily consciousness, we're in the soul consciousness. So because everyone over there is serving Krishna, so we all feel like a family. In the material world here, even though we have a mother and a father, and we come here because we want to be away from Krishna, we still have that expectation. Not everyone you see in the world are like super sweet to you, right? So like sometimes they don't want to be with us, we want to talk to people, but they don't want see. In nowadays, so many people are there around us, still sometimes we feel lonely because everyone is so busy with their phones, busy with their lives. They have their own desires. No one has time for each other. But in spiritual world, it's not like that. Everyone feels like a servant of a servant of a servant, because they always feel like he's so dear to Krishna, let me serve him. Like I just want to, because everyone is thinking about Krishna there. So that is the difference. We should develop the consciousness that how can I serve the devotees of Krishna, because they're very dear to Krishna. um we should remove that. We should always, when we hear the story of Putana, we should pray to Krishna to remove the quality of that viciousness, like the envy, and that you know like Krishna tried to remove all that impurity of Putana, like that. When we pray to Krishna, he'll remove all the impurity, all the dirt in our heart, so we can see our eyes. How Krishna Prabhupada says we need to have eyes to see Krishna. He's there, but we are so covered with so much lust and ego and so much dirt, we are not able to see him. Even though we see a picture of Krishna, we just cannot see it. We cannot feel that his presence, because we're so attached to our things. And so when Krishna kicks out, when he sucks out our all the impurities in our heart, then we can actually, when heart is clean, then Krishna can reveal himself to us when we are ready. So we'll watch this small episode, and then we'll end for today. So let me see. uh, yeah, here, from here. I'll put from here.
Where's my baby? Mataji,
How? Yeah,
we cannot see it.
you cannot hear? Okay, wait. I shared the sound. Let me see.
No, Mataji, we can hear sound, but we couldn't see the screen.
Oh, you're not able to see the screen? Okay, let me reshare it. Okay, wait. Can you see now? Can you see now?
Thus the show.
She
Yes,
would.
Mati.
Okay. So I'm putting where when she comes to Gokul, okay?
Where's my baby?
Oh, Krishna. Wait.
My baby!
Did you see Nanda and Yashoda's newborn child? Krishna, isn't he beautiful? Heavenly. I felt so blissful in his presence, I almost fainted.
So tiny, yet such mystical power in his gaze. Krishna truly is an angel.
Krishna? Angel? Surely this is the one. But if he is as powerful as they say, he could also be dangerous. I must be prepared for him. Ah. Yes. Your venom is just what I need.
I'm trying to it keeps 1 second. It keeps sorry. Wait, 1 second.
Why don't you watch where you're... Huh?
Where does the child called Krishna live? Thank you.
She must be a goddess of fortune. Indeed. I have never seen anyone so enchanting. Let me have a look. He's so lovable, isn't he? Just look at him. Just look at him. Can you see him? Are you the goddess of the three worlds?
Have you come to bestow your favor upon Krishna?
Who are you? Why have you come to my house?
I am a heavenly being whose ambrosial breast milk will bestow immortality on your Krishna. This child is so powerful he could destroy the entire universe. I must be careful to kill him before he kills me.
Is she Mother Parvati, the presiding deity of the material elements?
She is certainly a celestial being who has come to bless darling Krishna.
That's it, Krishna. Drink it all. And then my little angel will sleep forever. Stop! No! You're sucking the life out of me! Please leave me!
Look, over there.
Krishna! Krishna!
So you see, Yashoda, your darling Krishna has always been the most wondrous child in Vrindavan.
Oh, Krishna, how could I have ever doubted that you are truly the most magnificent child in the universe?
Yeah. So there you go. So we'll stop there for today. We're on chapter 6, where Putana was killed. Hare Krishna, Sita. I just saw you. So, well, happy Friendship Day, and enjoy for the rest of the week. Make sure you always talk to Krishna. I'm sure you all have deities of Krishna at home, or even a picture of Krishna. Whenever you wake up, say good morning. Feel like Krishna is always with us. Always remind yourself. Always think of Krishna. Never forget him. Even if you have schoolwork or whatever it is, always feel that this is your lifetime opportunity to serve Krishna, right? And always think of him. So Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Friendship Day to you also.